So he did lie to everyone. Alright, you schmuck. Now we got you. What? Hey, get down there, Kiki. What the hell? Alright, you little schmuck. Listen to me. I'll give you 3 seconds to confess to what you have done. If not, you see size of Kiki, I'll just go. What do you think that it's gonna happen? Huh? Huh? What do you think it's gonna happen if I unleash Kiki on you with that height? You know what? Tell us the truth. Tell us the truth. Never to trust people with the green tie.
Oh, this is a clear fire hazard right here.
I'm confused. He's holding a water arrow. What do you mean fire hazard? Unless what you're trying to say, that child is so freaking hot, so sexy, absolute chat that it'll cause a fire damage. Where are you going? At least answer the question first. What do you mean?
Oh, this is a clear fire hazard right here.
That's what. What? What? Where'd she go? What happened? She was right here. What did you do, child? What did you do?
Miss Yanfei, have you finished your investigation?
Oh yeah,
now be
she
in a
did.
Position to assess the compensation due.
Oh yeah, you owe like $1 million to the other girl.
My investigation is indeed concluded. I can now provide a final figure for the amount payable.
She's not coming up front straight away either. She's like, yeah, I agree
Wonderful.
with you.
Well then, please, could you do the honors, Miss Yanfei?
Do the honors, Yenfei, do the honors.
Of course. According to the stipulations of the contract, Mr. Krosl, you must pay Mr. Zhiqiao 10 times the original transaction price in Mora.
The hairpins is somehow fake? I demand to see your evidence.
I'll break that finger. How dare you point at Fanfei? If I wasn't in the story mood, I'd just break that finger right off. How dare you get the finger out of there, you schmuck.
Indeed. Only a testimony from an expert witness involved in the processing of the ore can serve as an authoritative assessment of whether it is genuine. Traveler,
That wouldn't do
please
much.
produce the evidence in
Mixing jewelry just says that he gave the hairpin. Probably the Boo Boo Pharmacy, because that's where the weirdo snake guy told everybody that you die if you touch that thing. So probably that one.
If we want to determine whether the ore is genuine, we need to start with evidence from the Jade Mystery.
I'm sorry, Mrs. Fanfei. I apologize.
This is a processing record from the Jade Mystery, along with stone samples and an affidavit signed by the business owner, Zhiqiao.
Seriously? Even the boss there couldn't differentiate between Smaragdus Jadeite and Smaragdus.
Yeah! I was giving the right evidence to begin with, but Fanfei didn't want it. What are you telling me about?
Hard evidence, something legally binding. We have just the thing. Show him, Traveler.
Nah. I was going to show him the Boo Boo Pharmacy thing. You asked me for the other stuff. You know what? Take this one back.
Come on. I meant the backup copy of the document from the Ministry of
Alright, there you go.
This document proves that my hairpins are the real deal, doesn't it? This is the
That's it.
Ministry's
She's
seal.
just pissing me off with every single second. How dare you talk down onto Fanfei?
Our second piece of evidence didn't work either.
I was giving the third piece of evidence to begin with. I knew that's the biggest evidence.
You know, you could be right. Perhaps the hairpins are the real deal after all.
Of course I'm right. All the evidence shown supports my story.
Well, hang on a moment now, because I do recall one final piece of evidence that we haven't revealed yet.
Is that smug look intentionally? That's like, look at those eyes. They're not like fully open. They're like kind of closed. And it's, I don't know, like it looks like from the anime standards, that's a smug look. She's giving him the smug look right away.
Traveler, would you do the honors?
Should I?
This shall serve
Should
as
I?
decisive proof of our case.
Should I piss her off again and just give her the wrong one?
I'm referring to the evidence signed by Dr. Baiju of Boo Boo Pharmacy. Now, if you would be so kind as to bring it out, Traveler.
What if I give this
I'm
one?
referring to the affidavit
it's the
signed
same
by
thing.
Dr. Baiju of Boo Boo Pharmacy.
She's judging me
Now,
so hard.
if you
She's
would be
like,
so kind as to bring it
you
out, Traveler.
illiterate, uneducated traveler. But yeah, I was giving that one to begin with. What do you mean, the last evidence? I was giving that one to begin with. We could have ended this whole thing like 5 minutes
Mr.
ago. What do you
Krosl,
mean?
Were you aware of these peculiar properties of Smaragdus Jadeite?
I swear
I
to
had
God,
no
that's a
idea.
smug look. That's... Oh.
No idea, you say? I had guessed as much. But for you to have rented out such a dangerous item...
What? Wait! I knew.
Ooh.
Oh, so you knew?
Oh.
Oh, dear Mr. Krosl. But if you knew of Smaragdus Jadeite's dangerous properties beforehand, why would you...
She knows the answer, and yet she chose to be smug. That's a typical lawyer. She's like, oh, you knew, huh? And Paimon in the back's like, I got you good now. Look at Paimon's face. She's more proud of what's going on than Yanfei here herself.
No, the hairpins aren't actually...
I knew it. I knew it. Just because you have the yellow eyebrows and the yellow hairs doesn't mean that you can start going around pissing people off. Krosl, even if that's your real name. Whatever. Hey. What? Say it!
Yanfei's seriously intimidating right now.
Yeah!
It's like she's a different person.
Yeah! She's scary. I'd piss my pants if that was me. I don't know how that guy's still standing there.
I admit it. I confess. The ore I had inlaid on those hairpins was Smaragdus nephrite.
That's what I thought.
But I'm a victim in all of this too.
What?
I invested a great deal of time and money into acquiring that small amount of Smaragdus Jadeite, in the hopes of turning it into a piece of jewelry that would fetch a fine price.
I don't know how I feel about this thing. Just being like, I'm a victim in this fraud that I've committed. I kind of get it what he's saying, but you should have thought of that before.
But after receiving it and carrying it around for a few days, I started to feel
All right,
extreme
let's cut the appeals
discomfort.
phase right there. I failed to see what bearing any of this has on your transaction with my client. According to the contract, you must pay Mr. Zhiqiao 10 times the original price and more, and that is final.
Yeah, he was trying to throw the victim or whatever emotional thing, but Yanfei ain't looking that. She's like, this is what was in the contract, this is what you do.
10 times?
That's what you said.
It's Jadeite!
Okay, there we go.
There's
Now
no
he's
need.
on his knees.
It's fine. You don't have to pay me that much, Mora.
Oh, but you were going to pay him so much. Oh.
Even if the Smaragdus Jadeite on those hairpins was fake, I still bear responsibility for losing them. Legally or not, I think I owe some compensation for that.
Oh, she's so nice. Why are you so nice?
Ms. Zhiqiao, you...
Yeah! Even I'm shocked. Oh?
Mr. Krosl, however, I'd like to talk business for a second, since if you I have may. no use for that
Whoa, where did this come from?
I could see from the hairpins you produce that you're very skilled in jewelry design. My family, on the other hand, works in the ore business, and we have a fair stock of fine ores. If we could join forces, your jewelry designs and our choice ores, I think we could do some fine business between...
let me think for a moment.
That's a good deal. You just saw her ethics. She's a wonderful person to work with. Just say yes. What are you thinking about? And get rid of that green tie. Nobody likes it.